Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Now, I know the title of the video has got a lot of you guys, yo, what are you doing? Stop what you're doing and think about it for a second. But let me explain, man, because I know a lot of us New Edge Mustang owners, especially the 2-valve Mustang owners and also the Mach 1 owners, not really the Cobra owners. I know you guys are seeing how much these cars are going for, and it's absolutely crazy. For those of us who bought these cars, I'd say 8 months to a year ago, we literally got one of the biggest come-ups ever as far as New Edge Mustangs going. Now, I bought my car for $4,000, like I'd say 8 months ago, roughly 8 months ago, and these things are literally going for $10,000 now. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what's going on. I think the day and age of buying a New Edge Mustang for $4,000 or less, because that's realistically how much these things do cost, especially if they're not boosted. I think that day and age is gone, unfortunately. And a lot of you guys have been reaching out to me on Instagram. If you guys have not followed me on Instagram, please go ahead and do so. That link is going to be at the top of my videos in the description box at all times. I'm responding to as many of you guys as possible. I know a lot of you guys have questions on the build, but dude, these prices are crazy. I'm seeing New Edge Mustangs that are boosted listed for $15,000, $16,000, $17,000. I'm seeing New Edge Mustangs that have rust, terrible paint, worse paint than my car had, for like 10K, 8K. It's insane. And literally 8 months ago, these cars were no more than $6,000 max, and that was like a mint one that was low miles, and I'm talking about under $100,000 or $100,000, shit, 100,000 miles. I'm talking about ones that had immaculate paint. I'm talking about ones that were like Southern cars or North cars that were just garage kept with no rust. Those cars were 6K max. These cars are going for a ridiculous penny now. And honestly, I know a lot of you guys who are trying to get into New Edge Mustangs. You guys are looking at the 96 to 98s as well, which honestly, I like that body style too. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Between a 96 to 98 Mustang and the 99 to 04 New Edge Mustang, if you guys can find a clean example, 96 to 98, 2-valve, maybe even a Cobra. Hell, I've seen some Cobras that are 96 to 98 go for like 9K. I'd 110% go ahead and buy that over a 2-valve that was a 99 to 04, especially if you get that Cobra, the 96 or the 98 with the tech set block. You're gonna be literally up in a major way if you decide to go ahead and build the car, because that's one of the strongest blocks that can hold like 1,500 horsepower, you know, obviously with internals inside. So the options are there. These 99 to 04 New Edges, they're going for, like I said, crazy prices. I mean, we already know how much Cobras are going for now. People are selling Cobras. I went on the SVT forums like literally a couple days ago, and I'm seeing guys selling like $40,000 Cobras that have like 80K miles on them that are modded to hell. Like, nobody's buying that. But it just doesn't make any sense. The price of these cars, Jesus, dude, they're getting like, the Cobras are getting into C6Z territory, which I never thought was gonna happen. Are they worth C6Z money? I'm gonna be completely honest with you, definitely not. But they are nice cars. One of my dream cars for sure, my first dream car. But damn, dude, it doesn't make any sense. Whew, it's nice as hell out here, man. I'm big in the stance. I can't wait to go ahead and mount the front runners on this car as well. Ooh, it's gonna look nice. It's gonna look nice, man. But let me know down in the comment section, for those of you who have the 2-valves, the Mach 1s, what did you guys go ahead and cop your cars for? And also, for those of you who are Cobra owners that have bought your cars, let's say 2-3 years ago, how much did you buy your car for? If you want to, you know, reveal that information, because to be honest with you, I wouldn't even reveal that information if I was trying to sell it at all. I keep that low key. But let me know, if you're wanting to, how much you copped your car for. I copped this car for $4,000. It was definitely not the way it is right now. I don't have that much money into the car. A lot of people think that I have a shitload in this car. I really don't. I mean, the only thing I did was replace the rear bumper, which had, you know, that damage on the driver's side or the passenger side because of the tire marking. I replaced that. That's like a $200 part. Or actually, no, the rear bumper actually was like $400 because you have to get the OEMs because the eBay ones don't come with the cutouts, so I had to go ahead and actually cash out for that. I replaced the front bumper, which is like a $200 part. Actually, this one's I just repainted this one. I still have the other one. I haven't put that one on yet because I'm still gonna need that. And I also went ahead and replaced the hood. I mean, the hood is the most expensive part, but that's pretty much all I did. And obviously just put the welds on with the tire and the supercharger they got for $2K. So I don't have that much money in this car at all. Majority of the money that I have in this car, I don't even have the access to the parts yet, unfortunately. But for the most part, I came up on a good deal. Would I go ahead and buy this car for $8,000 to $10,000? Absolutely not. I don't think these cars, and this is coming from an owner, they're not worth $8,000 to $10,000 in my personal opinion. You can go ahead and save yourself, you know, another $2,000 to $3,000. Get yourself an LS1 Corvette. I mean, I know I'm kind of jumping sides, but I mean, we're car enthusiasts. There is no sides. We like what we like. But realistically, you can get yourself a nice, you know, C5 Corvette for $12,000, $13,000 with the same mileage for quite literally $2,000 to $3K more, and that would make more sense. It holds more power, and you can pretty much do whatever you want to do with the boosted and built 2-valve with a stock bottom end LS1. So, damn, it's crazy. It's insane, dude. It's crazy. In like literally 8 months, the price of the new edge is like doubled, if not tripled. I could literally buy like 2 to 3 potentially new edges for the price of, you know, how much they cost now back in the day, which is, it doesn't really make any sense. It does not make any sense at all. Man, dude, 15K is what I've seen boosted new edges go for with stock motors. What the hell? What a time to be alive. Woo! A little backfire. I don't know if you guys can hear that, if the camera's gonna pick it up. I love blasting these garages, man. About to do some POV driving out of have to rolling stop that a little bit. But let me know down in the comment section, man, what happened? How did these cars like double in price? I mean, obviously it sucks for new enthusiasts that want to get into these cars, but like, I'm not really upset about it because obviously everybody wants their car. Oh shit. Stock trans problems. Everybody wants their car to be worth more than it actually is worth. But like, what do you think happened? Because these cars were literally like $4,000 a couple months ago. Like when I bought my car, I never would have thought that these cars were gonna go up to like 10K. Like I saw the steady rise in the price of the new edge, and I was like, ah, you know, whatever, you know. But like, holy cow, like double, triple the price. It's crazy. W. I'm telling you, man, just like cruising these Sentry blowers like through these alleys. This is literally like, I just come out just to drive in this area just because like it'll bounce off the sound of everything. Let me get this crazy roundabout right here. Man, if I was in the BRZ, I could take this going like 60, no bullshit. I gotta go like fucking 15 miles an hour around that in this car. Other good news, I got some more stuff coming for this car. We're actually going to be throwing this car on the dyno next week with the new pulley, the upgraded spark plugs and cold packs, and also I'm going to be fixing the gauge as well too. So you guys probably can't hear me in this damn thing. But we're gonna get some like actual definitive numbers on what this car makes with the new setup. Damn. I swear, I haven't driven this car in like 3 days, and every time I don't drive this car, I literally forget how to drive it. Like that, I don't know what it is, but like the new Edge, this car is hard as fuck to drive. I don't know if it's just hard to drive, or it's just like, it's just so old that like everything is just kind of like clunky and like rigidy. I don't know, but like the BRZ, I never had problems like this with that car. The only time I had problems was when I was first getting used to that ACT clutch, which realistically was a really shitty clutch. When I put that south bend in it, you guys never saw footage of that, but when I had the south bend clutch in that car, it was smooth as butter. It felt literally just like stock. This, it's like, holy shit, bro. This McLeod clutch I have, I don't have the RXT or the RST. I have some like stage 3 like street clutch. This shit is not dailyable. I'll tell you that right now. I might be just being a pussy about it, but the shit that's in the car right now, this is definitely not dailyable. This one is good for like 600 torque, because obviously I wasn't gonna throw in the twin disc and burn that shit up before, you know, I go ahead and put the new motor in. But this is not dailyable, and my throwout bearings are already going bad too. So, and there's a Ford one in here. I don't know, but it's just, I never really, I'm probably never gonna get fully used to this McLeod. Well, I should say never, but I don't know if I'm gonna get fully used to this clutch before like the new build and stuff like that with this car, which I don't really, I mean, it is what it is at this point. I don't really care, but like, oh, that is a, oh, come on, bro. You got a clean ass BMW with some shit straight pipes to make it sound bad. That's a clean car, don't get me wrong, but if you have a BMW, you need to have like that Akrapovic. I don't know, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You need to cash out and get like the Akrapovic exhaust so it actually sounds good, because I have like a titanium straight pipe with like resonators in there, actual high quality resonators. The car will still sound loud, but it's gonna actually have like a tone to it, not just like a fart canister. I don't know, I hate that shit about BMWs. If I had a BMW, if I decided to get that Bupra, it's gonna have a quality exhaust, or just don't, you know, all you're gonna hear is the turbo, which would sound badass. Little Catfish Camaro. I don't know, I never really like, something about those cars, bro, I feel like shit like that is just too old for me. Like the Fox body, that shit's too old. The Catfish Camaro, that shit's too old. I don't know, I think like an 04 car, this is probably the oldest car I'll ever own. Well, let me not say that, because I don't know about that. Let me not say that, because you never know, shit, I might end up getting like some old C5 that's, you know, and fully restored, or like a Supra or something like that. I don't know. Oh, that 5.0 right there, that 5.0 right there. If I ever were to get an S550, it'd be in that color. That color is so good, man. I think it's like the antimatter. I think that's what it's called. I think that's only on like the 18 pluses. That is the 5.0 color I would get. I would get an antimatter 5.0. If I couldn't find it in that color, obviously I would just go ahead and get it white. But that antimatter, I believe that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that. But that midnight purplish, that is so nice. Imagine having that color with some S72s, because I'd probably get S72s, because I think those look better on S550s, the welds. Woo! Oh my god. With some yellow brake calipers, some Brembros, oh my god. That'd be my setup. I keep everything else stock. I keep the stock hood, the stock bumper, I keep the stock trunk too. I would keep everything 100% stock. I would only go ahead and paint the calipers and through the drag pack, put a T56 Magnum transmission in there, and twin turbo. That would be my setup. It would look stock as fuck, but it would be like 1,000 horsepower. That's what I would do if I were to get an S550. If I don't decide to get the Cobra, that is what I'm doing. You're hearing it right now. It's most likely going to be an antimatter. Again, I don't know if that's the color. An antimatter S550, T56 Magnum option, and twin turbo. That's what I would do, 100%. But that's like if I decide, you know what, I'm tired of like tearing down cars completely and building up. I just want to have something I can get into, daily drive, and already be, you know, set up to be quick. Because like legitimately, like those S550s, the newer ones, the Gen 3s, all you really need to do is just put the BMR drag suspension on there with like the lower control arms and shit like that, a tire, and then just put the T56 Magnum if you're not getting a 10-speed, and you're pretty much ready to go. Just boost it with light supporting mods. I mean, I wouldn't even need to get long tubes because I'd have the turbo manifolds. All I need to do is just get a Catless X Pipe, get my Borla ATAKs on the car, and be good to go. I already have like the whole like build planned out. I already have like two builds. The Cobra, which is option number 1, and then I also have the S550 build already planned out, what I would do, when I would do it, if I were to go ahead and get that car instead of the Cobra when I sell the BRZ. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think I should do. Should I get the S550, build that up, or get the Cobra and build that up? Obviously, what I could do, get the S550, build it up, enjoy it, sell it, and then get the Cobra, because it's technically worth more, and experience both. You know what I'm saying? That's what I could do. That's honestly not a bad idea. It's kind of what my man Derek is. I believe what he's trying to do, because he sold his Cobra. A lot of you guys told me to go buy that Cobra. Man, that shit sold so fast. That thing sold like the first day he listed it. So it's just like, that wasn't gonna happen. And I wasn't gonna spend 40K in a Cobra. That doesn't make any sense to me. 40,000 is way too much for a Cobra. I don't know how much he sold it for, but I know it sold incredibly quick. He probably got 40K for it, because realistically, the right buyer would buy it for 40K, but I'm not that buyer. I'd rather spend 40K and get a C6Z, or go ahead and get that S550, like I said, which realistically wouldn't be a bad option. Having a built and boosted new edge and a boosted semi-built S550, that'd be cool. I don't know, I don't really like throwing out the word like built, fully built and boot, like, you know what I'm saying, like that, because I mean, this is just personally for me. I've built up 2 cars already. I mean, I had the Scion FRS that I bought 110%, that was stock, that has turbo, will have a built motor in it, you know, everything done. Like, there's literally nothing stock in that car. I've changed everything besides the transmission, which isn't even the one that, you know, I bought with it in the car. So I would say that car is built and boosted, because I've touched every aspect of that car. Quite literally, the motor's been pulled out, so I'd say that's built and boosted. This car, I'd say it'll be built and boosted, because again, the motor is getting taken out, the trans is getting taken out. I'd say the car is technically built when you replace like some part of the factory drivetrain, whether that be the engine or the transmission. That S550, well shit, I mean, it would be technically built, because it'd have a T56, not option with the MT82. I guess that would be built and boosted. That would be my 3rd car. Thinking about it right now, that's not a bad idea. Shit. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Regardless, we're getting another Mustang on the channel. If not, you'll see some type of Corvette content, but I really kind of do want to get another Mustang, and S550 it would be nice with this car as well on the channel. That would be fucking sick. But yeah, we kind of just went ahead and talked about, you know, future build plans, what we're doing. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, Turtle's posting vacations. I'm about to get some food because I'm hungry as hell. It's hot as hell. I'm actually about to go back to the crib. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.